The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Friday morning, 21st day of June. Butch Hubbard here with you along with Bob Morgan. And we're going to get right into the Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup, and the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup. And Bob, we got some more ball players in today.
Yeah, today we have the boys baseball teams. 3 teams head to state. This team, the 12 and under, won the district championship. We had that championship game this week on the radio station, an exciting 3-2 game over Glenn County, and got one of the coaches and all the players here. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about the team. Introduce yourself. Tell us who all the coaches are, and we'll get these players up here shortly.
All right, this year for representing 12U, we've got myself, Ant Blanton, Stephen Wilkerson, and Mr. Ian Green. We've got 12 ball players. All of them are pretty much 12. We got a couple underclassmen, 11-year-olds. We went through District 4-0. Looking to go Tuesday and get off to a good start and play 4 games. Hopefully, bring a state championship home from Augusta.
Yep, you're going to Augusta. So let's get these players in here. Like I said, we had them on the radio.
Come on up
this
to
week.
start down here at this end down here.
And y'all know the routine. Give us your name, who your parents are, what school you go to, what position you play.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm Tate Altman. My parents, Heather and Chris Altman. I play right field and pitcher.
Okay. Heather Altman is your mom?
Yes, sir.
All right.
What school you
And
go to?
I go to Martha Puckett Middle School.
Okay. Next player up.
My parents' name are Sabrina and Eddie Thomas. I play catcher.
What's your name?
My name's Nicholas Thomas, and I go to Martha Puckett.
Okay.
My name is Rowan Blunt. My parents are Hamp and Paige Blunt, and I play shortstop, third base, and pitcher.
And school?
Martha Puckett.
Okay.
I'm Joshua Taverney. I play shortstop. My parents are Scott and Kelly Taverney, and
Let's go to you.
going to Martha Puckett.
A lot of Martha Puckett here today. All right.
My name's Luke Carter. I play right field. My parents are James and Autumn Carter, and I'm going to Martha Puckett.
Okay.
My name's Will Green, and my parents are Ian Green and L.A. Green, and I play left field, and I'm going to Martha Puckett.
Okay.
My name's Eli Grantham. My parents are Courtney Spradley and Caleb Grantham. I played third base, and I'm going to Arthur Williams.
And our next player up here on the U12 team, right? Go ahead.
My name is Maddox Wilkerson. My parents are Amber and Stephen Wilkerson, and I play first base, and I'm going to Arthur Williams.
And what's your name again?
Maddox Wilkerson.
Okay, because I said something when you mentioned your name.
My name is Katie Lynn. I play pitcher and second base. My parents are Christy and Chris Lynn, and I'm going to Arthur Williams.
Okay.
Got all the players there, Bob?
Yep, I think that's it. Again, they won the district championship this week. Got a chance to call those games. And again, the championship game was an exciting game. Kaylin came in and shut them down, and Will Green got the big sacrifice fly. Fortunately, that kid in center field from Glenn was okay as he crashed into the fence making that catch. But he was okay, but it was an exciting win.
Yeah, it was certainly a heck of a catch. I told Will going up, he was pretty nervous and bases loaded, no outs. And I said, Will, you're about to win the game for us. And you could tell he was still nervous. I said, all you got to do is hit the ball up, hit me a fly ball. And he said, oh, okay. And he almost hit a grand slam. So the guy made an awesome catch, but obviously we tagged and brought in.
Okay, well, again, we enjoyed calling the games. Look forward to y'all bring home a state championship this weekend in Augusta.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all leave when?
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday
so
morning
we're
to
going to play 2 o'clock on Tuesday.
Okay.
And before we get to the next team, they're going to have Lamar Eckers here. I'm going to talk to him real quickly. So
okay.
Before we bring the 10 and unders in. So
all right.
Appreciate you guys coming in.
Good luck, guys.
Thank y'all.
All right. Safe trips up to Augusta, and good luck in the tournament.
And get the rec director here quickly. Again, Lamar Speck Eccles. Just want to get some information out. There's been some.
Don't mess their hands up there, Speck.
Some good old boys right there.
Good old boys, huh?
I enjoy playing with them.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Again,
Good morning, Scott.
I know you just want to get some information out there. Questions are asked how these teams, got 8 teams going to state, and how do they fund the trip, and you want to make it clear that the rec department takes care of the motel rooms and the food. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Like I said, the Wayne County Rec Department takes care of all the coaches and players. Their meal monies, meals are paid for, and the motel rooms are paid for through the Wayne County Rec Department.
So you just wanted to make that clear.
Yes,
people
sir.
have been asking that.
Okay. Yeah, that's how we've been doing it for years. So the players and coaches are taken care of throughout the weekend, as long as they still participating in the state event.
And also this coming week, you're hosting the state girls, right?
State girls.
1700 girls.
Starting Tuesday. We tried to do some scrimmage games there last night, and we got some
bad
weather rolled up on us right in the middle of one of our games. So, but yeah, we'll be out there Tuesday, and like I said, good luck to all my teams going up to wherever they're going, and I try to catch up with them Thursday when my tournament's over, weather permitting, and hopefully I can get up there and see a couple of them play. Because like I said, I get stuck here in district. I can only watch certain ones play, so maybe I can get out there and watch them. But like I said, good luck to all of them, and thank for them coaches for all they do and everything. So.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just want I know you want to get that information out there. People have been asking how they fund these trips, but you want to be
some of them
clear.
are doing for personal things. They're doing fundraisers.
That's right. That's right. I think a lot of them doing
a bake sale at the farmers market for one of the girls' team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So a lot of them doing fundraiser, but I just wanted to make that clear that the rec department does take care of them kids. So.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Come back with the 10 and under.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. Happy weekend. Some early clouds, but a mostly sunny day. There is a 20% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-90s. Heat indices up to 103. Partly cloudy mid-70s for tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. A 50% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Low 90s. Sunday, mostly sunny. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
City of Scrivener wants to invite everyone to this year's Independence Day celebration set for Friday and Saturday, June 28th and 29th in downtown Scrivener, Georgia. On Friday, the events begin at 6 p.m. with a gospel sing with heartfelt quartet. Then on Saturday, full day of fun and celebration beginning at 11 a.m. with the Classic Cruisers Car Show, Gina's Gems, Quirky Sucks Karate. The highlight that evening, the Second Chance Band performing at 7 p.m. Come celebrate Independence Day weekend in the City of Scrivener once again with the best fireworks show around. That's Friday and Saturday, June 28th and 29th in downtown Scrivener, Georgia. God bless the USA.
WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, world famous Butch and Bob Show. And Bob, we've got another recreation all-star team going to state playoffs. Who do we have?
It's the 10 under team. They finished district runner-up here in Wayne County. They're going to Effingham County. One of the coaches is Mike Roberts with us. Mike, good to see you.
Good to be here.
Again, just recap the district for us with this team.
I was kind of thinking on the way over here what I was going to say, that we're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team. We beat Liberty 15-1, and then we beat Ware in the winners bracket, and then we turned around on Monday and kind of laid an egg and got beat twice.
I saw your grandson at the ballpark yesterday. I said, "Man, explain to me what happened." He said, "We did that to them last year." He said they were undefeated. We beat them twice last year. He said they turned the table on us this year.
Yeah,
Warrior County, they started hitting the baseball early, and they just kept on hitting it.
We're going to turn the table on them down over in Effingham and beat them.
Okay, well, let's meet these young kids again. Just step to the microphone, give us your name, your parents' names, what school you go to, and what position you play.
Okay, my name is Kim Lynn, and my parents are Christy Lynn and Chris Lynn. I play third base, and I play catcher some too. And I went to Martha Smith, but I don't want to go there again, so I'm going Solid Rock. That's my plan.
So he starts at Solid Rock Christian Academy in August. All right. Okay, who do we have up next? Come on up to the mic.
My name is William Breed. My mom is Julie Breed. My dad is George Breed. I'm the Bat Boy, and I go to Jesup Elementary.
The Bat Boy. All right. Yes, sir. All right, next player up for the 10 under team.
My name is Ronan Dunham. My parents are Casey Dunham and Dustin Dunham. And my positions is catcher and third base. And
My school is Odom Elementary.
Okay. Next player up.
My name is George Breed. My parents are George and Julie Breed. I go to Jesup Elementary.
Okay.
And I'm left field.
Left field. All right, next player.
My name's Cullen Murphy. My parents are Shane Murphy and Emily Murphy. I go to Jesup Elementary, and I play left center.
Okay. Next player.
My name's AJ Hickox. My parents are Alan Hickox and Leah Reinhardt, and I play first base, and my school is Odom Elementary.
Okay. Is that all the players? I do want y'all to know, kids, that we're live video streaming this show along with on the internet, of course, live streaming. We also got it on 105.5, but this is live video screening also. And so folks can see it on BigDogCountry.com live right now. And then later today, we'll archive it. And you go to BigDogCountry.com, click on the B&B show, go to archive shows, and you'll be able to watch yourselves for the next couple of weeks on that podcast, okay?
That's what I've been waiting for.
You've been waiting for it? Well, you get to see it later today. BigDogCountry.com.
Tells the other coaches on the team.
Got Alan Hickox. He's with us today. Shane Murphy's at work. And Curtis Eby's at church camp. So we kind of here and there, but we practicing every day trying to get ready. And I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to play hard, get after it pretty good.
Where do y'all go?
We go to Effingham.
When?
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Okay.
Tuesday at 5:30 we play over there. So we'll, are we going to be ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good job. Good job.
Appreciate y'all coming in. Best of luck to y'all.
All right. Thanks for coming in, and good luck and safe travels. You're listening to WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio.
George wanted the swim team. He was here in practice. No, he's won every state title there is.
Okay, with the Piranhas?
Yeah.
Yep, they'll be going to state real soon.
We got one more team out there. I think we got Rob and a couple of the 14-year-olds in there. So.
All right, 14 and under. Y'all can start coming back this way, 14 and under. 14 under, come on back. You're listening to the world famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. Friday morning. We're in summer now, and going to be next hot over the weekend. And if the players would just go back over here in the corner, we'll get the coach right in here. And this is 14 and under recreation all-star team going to state playoff action. Bob?
Yeah, this team had no trouble in district, just rolled over Glenn County twice, 16-0, 16-0. I can't even remember who they played on Saturday, but they beat the daylights out of them too. So this team's rolling, Rob, and they're headed to state in Augusta, and should put on a good show in Augusta.
We should be ready. If we play like we played this past weekend, we're going to be there all week. So.
And who helps you coach the team?
Hunter Robertson.
Hunter Robertson, okay.
Yep.
Looks like most of your 14-year-olds like me, they just want to sleep in. So
it seems that way.
You had a couple of players here, so we'll get to two that you're here. Come on up, give us your name, age.
Let's bring the mic up, because y'all a lot taller than the other one, okay? Okay, go ahead, say it again.
Brian Edenfield.
Brian Edenfield, and your parents' names?
Brandy and Ellen Edenfield.
And what position do you play?
Outfield, and I pitch.
And what school do you go to?
Wayne County High School.
All right, sounds good. All right, next player.
My name's Garrison Grantham, and my parents are Gregory and Alicia Grantham. I play outfield and second base, and I go to Arthur Williams.
All right.
You got
thank you.
Members of the other team, you got them off the head. You got a list.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's going to his trusty cell phone there.
Yeah, just
into a smartphone. He's got the list of players there, so he's going to take a look at it. Here we go.
There you go.
We got Jackson Dolan, C.J. Fulmore, Hadley Long, Gavin Mixon, Hunter Smith, Palmer Lamb, Tyler Wallen, Grayson Spell, Joshua Campbell, and Zane Poole.
Okay.
And you all head to Augusta.
We're going to Augusta.
Okay.
Right there.
What do these players do when they played, let's say, last year, the year before, when there were it's 14 under, 12 and under? Do they do very well then?
Yeah. Most of these boys are the team that went to Mississippi that year, and they got second place, I believe, up there.
Right.
When they had that big Dizzy Dean. So it's most of the same. It's basically the same team.
Fantastic.
That went up there. So.
And y'all go where?
Augusta.
Augusta. Is it next Tuesday like everybody else?
Tuesday, yes.
Okay.
We play at 7 o'clock that evening Tuesday. So
right.
we got a late game.
Well, wish you all the best, safe travels, and a great tournament.
We appreciate it.
Back home the state championship.
Appreciate y'all coming in.
All right, y'all take care and have a good day, and thanks for coming in this morning. Good luck. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. And, Bob, it's just good to have the girls in yesterday and the boys in today from these recreation teams traveling to state next week.
And like we mentioned, we've got 8 teams next week playing in state competition. And again, going to recap it. 8 and under girls, district champions. They play Tuesday in Savannah. 10 under girls, district champions. They play Tuesday in Effingham. 12 and under girls, district champions. They head to Tifton. 14 under girls, district runner-up. They're headed to Augusta. Again, all beginning Tuesday next week. And again, beginning next week, another girls team, the 17 under girls, who did not have to play in a district because they're hosting this state event here beginning Tuesday, 6:30. WIFO will be broadcasting those games next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. First game Tuesday against Lanier County. Pregame Tuesday night, 6:20. And we got 3 boys teams headed to state. The 10 and under boys, district runner-ups, they're headed to Effingham County. 12 and under boys, midget champions, district champions, they're headed to Augusta. And the 14-year-olds, district champions, they're headed to Augusta as well. So again, keep you posted all next week. But 8 teams with a chance to win a state championship in baseball and softball.
Okay. Those 17 and under girls for next week, they're going to be playing in state playoff action here out at the sports complex out there. Bill Morris, a lot of Lady Jackets on there, I'm sure.
All right. Those are some of your high school softball players.
Yeah. So we wish them the best, and we'll have those games for you right here on 105.5 and streamed around the world on our website at bigdogcountry.com. Well, we got through with that quickly, Bob. Just 14 minutes after.
There you go. It was good.
Yeah. Your 2 leadoff stories this morning on local news had to do a lot with drug busts, right, and other actions like that.
The Sheriff's Department asking for help. Again, this armed robbery was a bad situation, but they're looking for information. No arrests have been made yet in that armed robbery. Let me get the details on that.
An armed robbery robbery had happened.
Armed robbery Wednesday, June 19th, 11:25 p.m. at 131 Osceola Trail South. 4 victims report that 3 suspects ordered them to the ground at gunpoint with an assault rifle, stole $200 worth of cash, 3 cell phones, and marijuana. So again, if anyone knows anything about that incident, they're asked to contact the Wayne County Sheriff's Department at 427-5970. So those 3 suspects are still on the loose at this time. So,
did they get a good look at them, the victims?
Haven't got any description.
No description, but I'm sure, well, that's just bad. So hopefully some information will come forward.
Not a good story to report.
Yeah, and as a weekly thing that you have on your local news, practically every week, several arrests for drugs of some sort.
More drug. Methamphetamine seems to be the drug of choice.
Right now.
Just every time you turn around, there's a drug arrest, and it's all methamphetamine. So same thing happened this week on Wednesday. Several arrests. Again, all methamphetamine and other drug paraphernalia inside the residence. So several arrests.
I told you yesterday that over the last 3 months, I've watched the 15 seasons of NCIS, and one from a few years back, and an episode. Basically, it was the starting of the meth epidemic, and that was their first bust on that with some military folks, and they were talking about how it was made and so forth, and a pharmacist actually had got arrested because that's where some of the one ingredient they needed had to come through, and so you got to see that. The one thing about watching NCIS over the last several years is you got to see some of these things that just started, like Twitter just starting, Facebook just starting, and all these things that today are just so common over the last 15 years. I mean, 15 years ago, a lot of the stuff wasn't even around, and now it's everyday stuff. And it's interesting just watching it, seeing how that technology, and you get to see that quickly because you get to see 15 seasons in 3 months, where normally it would take you 15 years to watch it, But seeing all that technology move forward like that, you just say, God, that's common today. Back then it was just starting. And but technology today, Bob, I think for probably about 98% of it, that's just passed us by.
That's why we have Jonathan.
That's why we have Jonathan.
He's our technical advisor.
He's not an advisor. He just does it.
He just does it. He always tells me the internet is your friend, is what he says.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you read here? There's been a study done by some doctors and some scientists who said that kids today, over several years of looking down at phones on such a so long every single day, are starting to grow, and they call them horns, but not really horns, but in the back of their head here, just above their spine. You know, if you feel back there, you got some bulges back there, but looking down all the time is causing those two bones back there to get like calloused. Like if you have a callus, how it kind of, calluses over. So they got they're protruding bones in the back of their head right above their neck. Many of them are starting to develop that because of looking down at their phones all the time. So kids are growing horns, Bob, for looking down at their phones all the time. And it says that if it continues on like this, that will continue to be a problem, but also the posture of kids. When I say kids, I mean, all the way up into the 20s, that'll cause posture problems for them through the years. That you could probably see the posture of many people change to a more hunched over, and then the deposits in the back of your head there, where it looks like you got two little horns coming out of the back of your head there, right above your neck.
Sad.
It is sad. Oh, if you want to see a teenager go into just a shock, just take their cell phone away from them. They don't know what to do. But it's just becoming a habit, and they live on it practically. Yeah. They wake up, first thing they do is look at their phone. They're in bed with it at night. They're walking around like zombies. So many people do that. I remember seeing that video a couple of years ago where this young guy's looked like maybe 18, 19 years old, was walking to open up a store in a small shopping center somewhere in America. And he's just walking along there, and you don't think about this because you're in a paved parking lot, and he gets ready to step on the sidewalk up to the store he's fixing to open up, stepped right on a poisonous snake. Didn't even know it was there. And, of course, had to be taken to the hospital. The anti-venom is very expensive stuff. And you read stories every single month about people who have fallen off cliffs or waterfalls and all this other stuff, or walked out in front of traffic and get killed because they're either trying to look at their phone or taking selfies. That's where you have so many people who fall off cliffs. I read one the other day where a lady fell down a waterfall because she was trying to take a selfie. So it's not worth risking your life to get that selfie. Have you ever taken a selfie, Bob?
I don't think I know how to do it. I'm not.
I was I love myself so much, I'm going to take pictures of myself and post them everywhere. Yeah, Leanne, I'm talking to you. That's our office manager. But technology today is something else, and it will just continue to, they say technology it's like a snowball. It gets faster and faster and faster. And as I said, when I started watching NCIS 15 years ago, that started 15 years ago, a lot of the stuff wasn't around. And then 15 years from now, it's going to be even more advanced.
They keep talking they're going to have these cars where you don't have to drive and you just get in and go. Somebody asked me the other day would I trust it. I said, I don't think I would trust it.
Yeah, but you said, I asked you about that one time, you said you'd love it. So you could sit back and take a nap, maybe read or something like that. But about trusting it, that's a whole different ballgame. And then they also say, who's at fault if you have accidents? If you got two cars going down the road and the drivers are not driving and they run into each other, who's at fault? Is it the driver? Is it the manufacturer of the car? Is it the producer of the software? Who's at fault if you get two vehicles that get in an accident and no one's driving? And that takes the fun out of it. But a lot of folks out there would love to be able to get in a vehicle and just relax and sit back and just let it do its thing.
Be interesting. See when they start selling those, how many people buy one.
Yeah, and will those cars be only allowed to go to the speed limit? Because, so many people think that if they go 5 to 10 miles an hour over the speed limit or 15, they're going to get somewhere so much faster. And those seconds and minutes they save is just going to change their lives. So, I used to talk about when I was younger like that, because when I was younger, I used to drive faster. Okay. And, a lot of people, well, that old folk just riding around there, just putting around town. Well, I think as you get, it's just older, you get wiser. You realize that, if you get in your vehicle and you're going across town, it doesn't matter whether you're going the speed limit or 10 to 15 miles an hour over, you're not going to save hardly any time. Okay. And second of all, not only that, it's also a lot safer. And third, you get a lot better gas mileage if you're driving near the speed limit, and if you take off slowly and you slow down slowly. So I think it's just that as you get more mature, you get wiser more than just driving slow. But Bob, we know that's not your problem. As Jonathan says, can't drive 55, Bob Morgan. Those few seconds that Bob says changes his life.
No comment.
That's what I used to tell my boys, Chad and Matt, they'd leave Jesup to go up to Georgia Southern. Both of them went to Georgia Southern. And I said, listen, it's 70 miles away, okay? If you go 60 miles an hour, which is 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, let's just say that's the buffer area, or if you go 75 miles an hour, you're not going to save just a few minutes, okay? Just a few minutes. That's all you're going to save in that 70 miles is just a few minutes. Now, is it worth, driving that far over where, speed is one of the top causes of accidents? Second of all, is it worth getting pulled over by the police, your insurance going up, and possibly me taking your car away from you? So luckily, they never got a speeding ticket going from Jesup to Statesboro and back, because I tried to pound into them. It doesn't matter if you're going 60, 75. You're not going to save just a few minutes.
I don't know about that, because it's been years, and it's normally a 4-hour drive to Athens, but I won't tell you the time I made it in.
Well, I can tell you one time that I made it in when I was a senior a junior in college, and I'd leave up there on a Friday afternoon because my fiance lived down in Brunswick, and I'd get in that Datsun B210, and let me tell you, those little 4-cylinders, they were doing all they could. You know how it's hilly up there on Highway 15 coming down, especially from Athens to Sandersville. A lot of hills. There's sometimes that Datsun B210 would just about leave the road as I went over a hill and come back down. And I'm thinking, how did I survive? How did I not get a speeding ticket? The longer the trip, yeah, but it's not going to be more than 50. It's not going to be more than 20 minutes. If you go 5 miles an hour over the speed limit versus 75 or 80, in that length, it's not going to be more than about 20 minutes. And is it worth it? Back then, I thought it was worth it. Now, if I go to Athens, it's somewhere near the speed limit. Enjoying the scenery, not worrying about being pulled over, not worrying about safety, just enjoying the ride up there.
I knocked off more than 20 minutes. Again, this was years ago.
Yeah. I think about that sometimes, and I'm thinking, if I was at my age right now, sitting next to myself when I was like 20 years old, 19 years old, 18 years old in that area, going to college up there at Georgia, at University of Georgia, driving up or down Highway 15, if I was my age right now, sitting with my age back then, I would probably have white knuckles and be yelling at myself.
I had a good excuse, though. I did a Friday night football game and I overslept, and the game was at 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I was running behind.
You were running behind? Okay.
But I did make kickoff. I was proud of myself.
The traveling gods were with you, Bob.
I guess so. Did not get a ticket either.
Right, okay, you're a Catholic. Do y'all have a saint of traveling? Sure you got saints for everything, Bob. I mean, you get saints for everything.
There are a lot of Hail Marys on the way.
A lot of Hail Marys. Did you have your rosary beads around you, and you were playing with them?
I was just praying I was going to make kickoff. It was a big game, but I made it.
Oh boy!
This was years ago. Years ago.
Years ago. It was interesting when I was growing up and got my driver's license in 1970 and driving around. Remember they had the signs on the side of the road on the highways, 2-lane highways like this, not interstate or anything like that. There wasn't much interstate back then, but on the 2-lane highways, and they had the signs where it was 60 miles an hour. Now, for some reason, they dropped it down to 55. Apparently, the roads are not more traffic. It was 60 miles an hour. But at night, they had the when your lights shined on the at night, it was 50. Remember that?
I don't remember.
You remember that? Yeah. It was 60 miles an hour during the day, and then as your lights shone on at night, then the 60 would kind of disappear and the 50 would come up. I wish I had one of those signs right now. It'd be probably a good talking point. I don't know if it would be worth anything, but it could be good to have around, you know. But then in the 70s, everything went to 55. And when it went to 55 miles an hour in the 70s, in the mid-70s on the interstates, there were a lot of upset people. Truck drivers, big semis, 18-wheelers said they got better gas mileage at, 65 miles an hour to 70 than they did at 55. Now, I don't believe that, but they said they did. And it could be, I don't know. But that's slow going down an interstate at 50. If you go 55 miles an hour down the interstate right now, you're going to get your doors blown off.
They'll run over you. It's scary nowadays going interstate.
I know it is. I'd rather go down on the 2-lane.
It's kind of safe to make it, but once from making to Atlanta, like I tell people, it's like you better get your NASCAR mindset in gear because you got to be rolling.
You're either going 18 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour. When you're interstate.
Run over you.
So you got to be careful out there. But I'm just as the older I got, I just started realizing the fact. Well, I'm not going to save that much time going across town or next county or something like that, or even 3 hours, 4 hours away. And so drive a lot safer for many reasons. Now there are some times that I have to go a little. 2 miles an hour is speed limit instead of 1.
My pet peeve is still these people don't use turn signals. That's my pet peeve. Drives me crazy.
I know. I'll yell at the vehicle in front of me or the one that's turning in front of me, and I'll say, "That's got a turn signal on." I've seen vehicles like yours with turn signals on them.
They have turn signals in the cars for a reason. I wish people would just use them.
But
unfortunately, so many do not. So.
It's like people say, "Yeah, people who go a lot faster than us are idiots, and the people who drive slower than us are morons."
But nowadays you have to be calm because nowadays people.
Oh yeah. You don't know what road rage is. People. There's angry people. People are angry these days, Bob. Angry. Yeah. What's happened to why are people so much more angry these days? Is it social media or people getting too much sugar in their diet? I mean, what's going on here?
I just know in the old days there'd be something said. Nowadays it just let it go.
Yeah. Somebody may pull out a shotgun.
Right.
Cap you, man.
Sad.
It is. You got to be careful. Well, Bob, nothing special going on this weekend?
T.Y. McGill has that camp tomorrow. It should be fun. Again, when about all the kids out there. There was a tremendous crowd last year, and I'm sure there's going to be a big crowd out there this year.
It starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
In JC Stadium.
At JC Stadium, T.Y. McGill, former Jacket, went to NC State, now is with the LA Chargers, defensive line. Free camp. And it's not just for football, it's for all kids, 8 to 18.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.